Right, so that was a quest in Lulu. Thought it was gonna be the one to increase any of my other allies' stats, but I guess not. There was a quest in Hoto. There's a lot of side quests to accept, though. Like a lot of them. Okay, so right in the inn. That's pretty simple, though. Just going inside the inn to find the quest person. Open up. You. Hoto truly is a fascinating place. Being surrounded by high mountains as it is, it was largely left alone for centuries, and has consequently developed its own unique culture. But that's not the only thing that's fascinating about the place. Have you ever heard the tale of the treasure buried here by a shrine maiden many years ago? They say it may even include the legendary Bloodstone. Since the time of my great-grandfather and the men of my family have set out in search of that most priceless of gem. I am Iago, the latest in that noble line of treasure hunters. And now, after all these years, I believe I can finally finish what my great-grandfather began. The tale I heard has convinced me that the jewel is here in Hoto, but I cannot take the final steps of my journey alone. No, I shall need someone to assist me with the final chapters of my epic quest. Will you join me? Will you help me find the hidden treasure of Hoto? Sure. Uber Agate Evolution? What? Uber? Hey, I thought you might say that. You're clearly a man with a taste for adventure and excitement. And what would be more exciting than buried treasure? Now, the first thing we'll need to do is locate the journal of the Shrine Maiden said to have buried the treasure. I have led to believe that it still remains somewhere here in Hoto. I hereby entrust you with the task of finding it and using it to track down the treasure. Bring me the Bloodstone, the rest you can keep. So, you're not gonna do anything about it? Then what's the point of me joining in your quest if you're just gonna sit here on your lazy bum, staring out into the door, and waiting for me to do all of the work? Prick? Don't make it sound like I join you in your quest if you're gonna do absolutely none of the work. Those are like the worst people, the one that go like, hey, let's cooperate, and then leave you to do 99% of the work and you just do 1% of it. Those are the worst kind of people. Because then it's not true cooperation. Then you're just slaving away and they just get to just lay around, twiddle their thumbs, and take the glory for what you do. This place still has the music of why is everyone of Nom Nom dancing like this? Why? Why is everyone... What? Why is everyone dancing? What? That... Hello? That kid is crying, and seemingly the parents are dancing in front of the crying kid? What? The heck did I walk into? Yeah, every person in town is dancing and... Seriously, why must he do this dance move? Seriously? Just... why? Is there something in the water that's making everyone dance? Why is everyone dancing? There's supposed to be a quest giver in here? Where's the quest person? Upstairs? Don't tell me the quest giver is dancing. Okay, one person that's not dancing. It's time for Betty Buys, but the drums are so loud and so noisy I cannot sleep at all. It's the fault of a monster called Bongo Bango. Always he's banging his drum, boom boom boom. Makes me going to bed buys impossible. Could you go and make him stop, please? He's somewhere just outside the village, I think so. But why do I want only you... But I do not want you only to give him a beating. I want him to know how very, very bad it is when Betty Buys is ruined. There's a pet power called Snooze and Bruise that should teach him a lesson he needs to learn. I think so. Once he unleashes it on the Bongo Bango, he will see how annoying it is and leave me to snooze in peace. Will you do that for me, please? I get 5 mini medals for that. You will? Oh, thank you very much. Snooze and Bruise is a combination of persecutor and snooze, so you will need to work with a entertainer friend in order to perform it. I'm sure the Bongo Bango will stop disrupting my sleep once he has learned how annoying it is. Go and deal with him quickly, please. You know, I was expecting one of the quests to be related to his stupid pet powers. Right. Persecutor. Wait. Do I have it? Ah, rats, I don't have it. I probably had it before, but I don't have it anymore because I had to realign the skills once they leveled up. Right, I forget. I need to go downstairs. I thought, like, why won't the doors open? And that explains why. I was in the wrong floor. Wait a minute. Is there not a chest that needs the master key down here? Hold on. Because I now remember that I can open up all these godforsaken doors that have been teasing me throughout the entirety of the playthrough. I can finally open them. And if not mistaken, there was one here in Nom Nom. Even the ones outside of town are dancing. Why is everyone dancing? Yeah, there we go. What does this chest have? A gold bar. Seriously? That's what they had made. That's what made. I had to wait for Act 3 all to find a gold bar? Why? What the? So these chests can contain absolutely nothing of worth. But they make you wait to Act 3 to find them. That's a load of bull. I'm sorry, but there's a load of bull. All of these chests behind these locked doors should all be mega ultra rare stuff, since they force you to wait to Act 3 to find it. They should not be normal stuff you can just find laying around on the ground. They should not be things like that. Because that's not worth waiting to Act 3 for. I'm sorry, it's not. Man, that's a huge disappointment that these stupid doors can be worth literally nothing. Hey, you're a pretty tough customer, I can tell. I bet you've been in your fair share of battles over the years, haven't you? Well, if there's one thing I love, is discussing mighty warriors and sharing tales of daring do. But it takes two to tango, and mighty warriors are nothing without monsters to cross sword with. And it just so happens that I've heard of a beauty. It's called Harmachis? Harmachis? How are we supposed to say that? It rules over an army of Bilhals from atop the Hoto Steppe. I've been hearing terrific things about how tough it is, but I want to hear from someone with first-hand experience. Will you go and fight it for me? I get Apollo's axe. That sounds cool. I knew it. I knew you wouldn't let me down. Let me tell you everything I know. As I mentioned, he lives on Hoto Steppe, that's south of Mount Fuji, on some kind of high plateau, but he only shows himself to those who can prove themselves strong enough. And to do that, you need to beat up a load of his Bilhal minions. Oh no, not this. No, no, not this kind of quest. God fucking dang it. This quest could either take me 5 minutes or it could take me 2 hours if I tackle that one. And there's no in between if it's gonna take me 2 hours or 5 minutes because it's entirely dependent on luck if I find that enemy quickly or not. Now, Gorilla and Mouse, you can come back and tell me about. Yeah. Even in freaking post game, I am stuck doing the quests that are reliant on freaking luck. Just so state of that. I think Gallopolis had a quest with Prince Faris. It's either gonna be a fetch quest or it's gonna be something horse related. I think. I could be wrong, but I think those are like the only 2 options. As I said, I think. That for Pete's sakes, I have to wait till daytime. Come on, I could enter freaking Heliodor Castle at nighttime. Why can I not enter freaking Gallopolis at nighttime? The prince knows me. The sultan knows me. They know who I am. Yet they go, no, you're not allowed in here because it's nighttime. What the heck? Alright, rest till dawn. Alright, let's hope you make some good food this time as well, yokai. Alright, Mr. Whiny Prince, what do you want me to do for you this time? Ah, my dear Yuki, I was hoping that you would come and visit. I have a favor to ask. You see, I know that I can always count on my old friend. Now, as you can imagine, the appearance of the Black Star and the increased viciousness of the local monsters have put a rather strain on our brave desert knights. However, I do not know whether it is due to a lack of experience or a lack of concentration, but the sad truth is that most of our men are simply not up to the task. It does not bode well for the future. Now, as you know, I'm a practical prince. I like to try and find solutions wherever possible. Can you imagine, therefore, how delighted I was to hear of a berry that boosts concentration on the battlefield? These miraculous fruits are known as pep pips, and they grow on the boughs of the pepper tree. Could I trouble you to fetch one of its branches for me? I'll reward you handsomely, of course. I get 4 of them for giving him 1. That sounds like a net loss in his eyes. And also, if he had pep pips on him, why did he need me to bring him pep pips if he had pep pips? I don't quite understand it. I knew I could count on you, old friend. I would have asked none of my servants, but the pepper tree grows in a rather tricky location. Thank goodness you came along when you did. The location in question is an elevated area in the north part of the First Forest. I've heard that only certain special people are allowed to enter this place, but that is a trivial detail. You will have no problem gaining access, I'm sure. 1,000 thank yous once again for agreeing to help, old friend. It would seem that the future of Gallopolis is in your hands once more. Yeah, if you say so, Prince Faris. How many quests I have left to accept? I've lost count. I have 1, 2, 3. Okay, yes, 3 more to fetch. Okay, good. And it was in Panglai, downtown Heliodor. In Heliodor again. How did I not see him on the map if they both were Heliodor? Yeah, whatever. Let's do Panglai first and then end on Heliodor. So Panglai, can I not fly to Panglai? Doesn't look like it. Wasn't Panglai somewhere around Angri-La? I could have sworn Panglai was around Angri-La. Like literally outside of Angri-La was Panglai? If my memory are serve me right, yeah, this is Mount Panglai. Wait. Isn't there supposed to be a quest giver here? Why don't I see anything? Atop Mount Panglai. I have to go to the summit, I guess? To get to where he is? I think. It's the only thing that makes sense if it's a summit. Wait, no? This isn't where? Hang on. What? I didn't mean to bump into the dragon, by the way.
Stay focused.
Lun? No. You know, you just try Thwack. Dang, didn't work. You know, let's try this multi-feat. Alright, 449, not bad, not bad. Alright, let's see this C-splitter. Alright, that's pretty cool. Scrap metal. Ow, he bit me twice? That's illegal, only I can attack twice? The dragon is still standing. Oh, I'm pepped up? Hold up. No, wait, but Sylvander doesn't have the spell yet. Sky Splitter! Cool.
We win again.
Okay, so not there. Would it be base cave? I have no idea where the quest giver is. That is supposed to be in Panglai. I don't know where it's supposed to be. Leave me alone, bees! I don't want to be around bees. I have sensitivity toward bees. Hold up. That's a chest. Did I miss that the first time I was here? Oh, more dragony designs. Dragon's Bane, Worm Fangs, Dragon Shield. Suits of Dragon Mail. Ha! Well, I guess it would have been helpful when I was actually here, but I think I'm way past the point of using those things. Nope, I have no idea where this Pang Lai person is. I have no idea where he is. Like, is he supposed to be in the Shrine Summit, or is he supposed to be in the bottom? An artist who enjoys nothing more than a nice view atop Mount Pang Lai. Why don't you try talking to him and seeing what's up? The thing that gets me is the top of Mount Pang Lai. Is the summit considered the top of Pang Lai? If so, why didn't they just say the summit? Why is it saying, oh, the top of Mount Pang Lai? By the way, it's not actually Pang Lai, it's the summit that is connected to Mount Pang Lai, but it's no longer called Pang Lai. That's the only guess I have. That they want me to go to the summit. The only thing I can think of. Then there's no purple dot anywhere over here, and it would be a purple dot somewhere here if this was the Pang Lai section they meant. But since there is no purple speck on the map, that means it is not the right area. That means I must defeat a freaking wyvern. Yeah, I don't think you had to crit it, Jade. I think you would have killed it normally. Because it's a flying enemy, so it was always going to be very effective. Time for button mashing stimulation, my favorite. Like, it is cool to ride a dragon, but I don't like how every section when you are a dragon just wants you to furiously button mash. I'm just double checking because I know I took the chest here, but just in case I have to grab it again. No. Wait, this is... I'm confused. I'm so confused. This chest is already open, even though we're in a different timeline where we technically never traveled to Pang Lai and Angri-La, but somehow all the chests have already been taken. But I had to reopen all the chests in in the first forest. I'm just so confused by this. By this time shenanigans. With what counts as somewhere that I have and haven't been. Okay, so they meant Summit Shrine. Why didn't they freaking say Summit Shrine instead of saying freaking Pang Lai? Guess I can travel here. Also, might as well craft the new things that I got. Alright, let's make a Dragon's Bane. time for our favorite, multi-badge. And holy crap. Every single hit is almost a critical today, for some reason. What the hell? That's insane. I know, technically I cussed when I said the word I said before, but it's a very minor one, so I really don't think it should be a problem. And if you have a problem with hell, then you should have a problem with the word heaven too, is all I say. It's really not that bad of a word, compared to other cuss words that are out there. Like the B word, and the F word. Okay, yeah, it was not better, the one I had. Oh, this was a dragon greatsword. I would never have used it, so I guess I can sell it. Okay, Quadra Smash is the answer for like the first hit. Yep. Then we just do a bunch of double edge, I think. Come on, game, don't be like that. Frick. Thank you for that, for recovering that one. And a light tap there. There we go. I can't do anything else to perfect it, so whatever I get is what I get. Okay, it's only +2. I understand. His dragon shield, sure. Looks pretty cool though, not gonna lie. Jesus, everything is what I say to that. Double whammy? Holy. Why does everything go so quickly on these things? Alright, that was actually helpful. Well, I'm already done with the shield. I keep forgetting how easy it is to craft low tier stuff. Guess because I'm so used to all the high tier stuff that I've made. And then a dragon's mail, which is better than what I currently have equipped. That's interesting to know. Oh wow, I was not expecting to get 2 perfects right off the bat there. Whoops. So I said that. Whoops! Did not mean to break the corner there. Only +2 because of that. Do I have anything I've not crafted on the weapons? Right, these that need a specific thing. This one needed an Avabranch, but you can't buy. That one required a different weapon. That one required a weapon. That one required a weapon. This one did not.